Hello everyone, this is Zeeebo and welcome to this AFK Journey video. So in this AFK Journey video, we are going to talk about Dura's trial, which is the latest content to be unlocked on the earlier servers. And this game mode, I'll say fundamentally, is just a game mode where you farm magic charms. So there's 6 different dungeons, each representing each class. We have the mage one, rogue one, tank one, archer one, warrior one, as well as the support one. And there's 2 different teams, so you can switch between them to toggle the team itself. And I don't think it matters too much because each of these team basically provides a different set of power-ups for different units, as you guys can see. So the power-up is basically massive stats boost, which will allow some of these lesser used units to be slightly viable, or maybe like the less optimal units to see some use as you clear through the tougher level challenges. So each of these dungeons, if you click on it, there's a few difficulties. So there will be some prerequisites to unlock the higher dungeons. Basically, the tougher the dungeons, the better quality magic charm chest you will get, and obviously the better quality of the charm that you can equip on your characters. So I'll showcase the magic charms later on the character side of things. But for this dungeon itself, there's a first clear battle. So you can clear the first battle and it doesn't consume this Dura's token. So once you're done with it, you can sweep it with the sweep feature. So it's a great time saver for just farming of equipments, which is really nice. And based on the description itself, right, this 2 teams, I'll say they switch every week. And 2 dungeons will open on a daily basis, and you'll be able to farm the respective challenges for the different classes. This cycle repeats every 2 weeks. So what I am understanding from here is that basically you get sunrise, sunset, and then you alternate between the treasure challenges, and then you'll come back to the sunset and sunrise cycle with a different set of power-ups for different units. For the, I'll say like the challenges itself, I don't think it's that challenging, or at least for the first 2 levels, it's not as tough yet. We shall see, because all these I'll say like higher numbers, they are locked behind certain conditions. So for me now, it's just level 2. So I think higher difficulties, I mean higher levels will probably equate to higher difficulties, and that's where these buffs on all these units might matter a lot, right? Depending on how hard you want to farm your charms itself. Then for the different for the tokens itself, right, you get 3 different you get 3 Dura's token on a daily basis, and this Dura token resets on the 0-0 timer. So on a, I'll say like every single day, as long as you can lock in to farm, just lock in and sweep and then get the charms, because there's no way you can buy the Dura's token yet. There's no way you can, I think there's a way, I think there's a pack that sells charms. But for now, the only way for you to farm the charms organically within the game is from Dura's trial. So every day, these 3 tokens will be very important. So if you can farm them, just lock in and sweep. You know, if you cannot do the tougher one, just do the lower one. Just get as much charms as possible. After you clear the 6th and 12th floor of any 10 treasure challenges, you can achieve an additional token per day. So I'm not sure whether or not this is an additional perma token, or is it just an additional token for clearing the 6th and 12th floor. We shall wait and see when we reach those floors respectively. Then for the magic charm portion, right, I'll showcase it in the hero tab. There's 3 different sockets that you can put your charms in, and each charm have different stats boost for the unit. So I'll say there are some really good ones that will make some hero like more viable, or make some existing powerful units even more powerful. But I'll go and talk about that later on. Okay, so all treasure challenges drop magic charms, while each challenge also enhances the drop rate of exclusive magic charms for heroes of a corresponding profession. So obviously, if you farm the tank dungeon, the charms that you'll be getting will be highly likely to be the tank charms, right? So charms for example, for Lumon, for Lucius, for Torrent, for Granny. So that's one thing you want to take note of. And then over here, okay, the drop rate of higher quality magic charms will increase with each floor. So right now we only have 2 floors unlocked for my server. So with progressing days as well as progressing AFK challenge clear, we will be able to get the higher quality magic charms. So there are some people asking me, hey Zip, which one should I farm? Should I farm the tank one first, or should I farm for the support one first? Personally, I will go for the tank one, because right now I don't think you are focused too much on min-maxing, so I will use on the tank one so that I can get my tank a little bit tankier, right? Get those good buffs on the tank. But some people might argue, hey, I want to get a better Dream Realm position, so I will get the support one, right? Because Dream Realm is heavily reliant on support more than tank. So I would say depending on your own priority, just farm the respective dungeons. I think it doesn't matter too much at this stage because the stage number is still very low, so the quality that we are farming is very low as well. So it's just personal preference at this point. I think as you move further, you might want to do some min-maxing in terms of which dungeon you want to farm, because you only get 3 tokens per day. So that is only in the later stages. I think at least at where we are right now, it's not that important. Like, it's not the highest priority of concern. Okay, moving downwards, so all heroes magic charms with the same name have identical stats with no random affix types or values. So there are some stacking of charms for different characters, but I don't think it matters too much because basically what it means is each charm will have like a stats to it, right? And some of this charm with their respective stat lines are identical between the characters, but the numbers don't change between them. So that's what they mean by this one. Then there's a clear and sweep, so you guys saw it by now. Once you clear it, you'll be able to sweep it. So very useful and simple feature. And yeah, that's pretty much it for the Dura trial side of things. Next, let us move on to the magic charms portion. Let's go. For this portion, I'll just run through what to expect and then showcase some of the set bonuses. Not gonna run through everything because I think there's some overlaps in terms of the skills, but in terms of the equipment side of things, you can equip the charms within the magic charms tab, and each charm will give you respective stats on the charm. So here it's mentioned that it's bounded to Carolina and you get the attack and haste stats, and if you go down, there's different colors as well as different symbols in terms of the set. I think purple, yellow, and red, they are not like they are important, okay, but the thing is eventually they will be replaced by the rainbow one, and the rainbow one is where you start to change out the set combinations or the respective charms combination. Because if you take a look at the rainbow one, right, we have arcane, increased Q power and attack, really good on Carolina. Then we have butcher, crit and crit damage, right? We have resolute, so this is energy on hit, ultimate strength. There's overloaded, there's mythic. So each of these charms will give you a different set of power-ups, and this will help you, I'll say, like specialize the character that you're trying to build. So this will be like the end game charm combination side of things. So for now, it's still too early to talk about them, but there are some very interesting charms which I think will be universally good. So number one is obviously the Cheetah's charm. HP and haste together is always a good combination. Additional survival and additional percentage on whatever you want to do. Very good stuff. And then for attackers, obviously attack, crit rate, crit damage are going to be really good for the character. So depending on the skill set of the characters, depending on how you want to play the characters, the final mythic level charm that you equip on the characters will be different. So I will keep this until we are there, until I've unlocked this part, and then maybe I'll do a more in-depth review as to what's the combinations that I'm using that you guys might want to use. But for now, right, I think we'll be looking at the red one, the yellow one, and the purple one. So this one, basically they give you lower stat line and they don't have the very specific sets of abilities, as you guys can see. So these two additional lines are specific to the charm itself. So if you take a look at Prophet, there's these two lines on top. If you take a look at this one, right, there's these two lines on top. So this is the specialized charm, the mythic level one. But for the purple, yellow, and red one, basically the higher quality the charm, the more stat lines as well as the bigger number. So at this point, your goal is to just farm as high quality as possible, then equip it to your characters and try to unlock the set bonuses. So there's an elite set, there's an epic set, there's also the legend and mythic set. So what I assume is if you have 3 epic, you get the epic set. If you have 3 elite, you get the elite set skills itself. So I'll run through some set bonuses. Oh, before I continue to the set bonuses, you can actually recycle the charms that you have. These are the duplicate charms where you can get this golden essence, which can be used to exchange for magic charms. So let me just recycle and see where I think, is there a way we can exchange for charm? Nope. Let me go into inventory. Yeah, so this is the chest that you guys can unlock. So later on I'll unlock off stream. So for this one, okay, use to exchange. Okay, for this one I'm not sure where we can exchange first, because this is first look, so I'll try to figure things out. But basically this golden essence can be used to exchange for the magic charms. I'm not sure whether or not it's specific ones or is it random ones. So once I get it, I'll probably post it in a community post or maybe talk about it in the next video itself. So stay tuned. So that's for the recycling portion. For the skills, right, there are some really interesting ones. I'll just run through a few of the more commonly used units or the very popular and powerful units. So for Scarlita's case, we get the increase in damage dealt, as well as the life drain for the caster, as well as the summons. I don't know whether or not this applies to the whole team. Like if it applies to the whole team, Scarlita is she just powered up again. Like this unit is, she's so good, like they just make her even better, you know. So this is one Scarlita one's really interesting. Hopefully I think it applies to the whole team, so this will make like this team buffing Scarlita a thing. And then obviously Carolina's one looks really decent as well, right? Increase in energy cycling, right, which increases your overall damage output because Carolina's ultimate is insanely powerful. So this is one. Obviously my dearest friend Iron over here also has a pretty decent one. Okay, receive energy on Q or assist. So I think this energy on Q or assist portion is subjective, but I think for most of the contents that we are running Iron in, right, this one is really busted because like Iron uses the ultimate immediately, and most of the Iron teams out there, they kill enemies really fast, so it's quite easy to actually achieve this. So that's why I say it's quite broken on Iron. Another interesting one is obviously on like one of our favorite unit, OD over here. Look at it. Increase damage. Increase attack speed. Okay, I mean there's a timer to it. Like, to be fair, there's a timer to it. So like it's not like, okay, you're gonna get damage, you're gonna get attack speed, and you're gonna get crit damage boost. But yeah, I mean it's good because OD is probably something that everyone has. So it is good to have a strong unit that everyone get stronger, right? But it's like, whoa, let's take a look at OD's best friend Merrily, right? So for Merrily's case, Merrily also got the same thing. So I think, right, for archers or units with like similar styles, they probably have the same one. Let's take a look at Cecil's one. Not very familiar with Cecil one. Yeah, so I think for the archers one, right, the set bonuses are tied to the unit's class. So let's take a look at, so for archer, it's the increased damage, attack speed. So let's take a look at another rogue unit. Yeah, so for the rogue one is this cure assist. Okay, so that's something that we can see. Let's take a look at Brutus one. Oh, okay. So set bonuses are tied to the classes. Okay, so I will run through the respective set bonuses and then probably do a review as to which character has the better set bonuses, because right now I haven't actually think about running through this yet, so it's very new to me. So I will wait until I have more info or maybe more reviews or more time to look at the skills to talk about my personal thoughts about, you know, who is the biggest winner here. But yeah, basically the set bonuses is tied to the class. So warrior is this one, and then let's take a look at the support one. So support one is this one. Okay, restores more HP. So Smokey is support, so same as Faye. And then archer one is the increase in damage. Okay, to be fair, it's okay. And then what about the mage one? Let's take a look at the mage one. Okay, so the mage one is the energy on ultimate as well as more damage. And what's the last class that we are missing? Assassin. Yeah, let's take a look. Oh no, assassin one is a cure assist. Okay, tank one. Yeah, let's take a look at the tank one. Okay, so tank one is HP recovery and damage reduction. Okay, interesting. So I think the tank one is really good personally on some of the commonly used tanks, for example Danny, right? Very good stuff here. Okay, so that's it for this video, right? Just a simple review for the magic charms portion. I think we're still very early in terms of this content, and we'll need more time to see what are some of the potential late game combos out there with the mythic level charms. So yeah, happy farming. Hopefully for those of you guys who haven't reached it yet, you guys have a better understanding of what to expect for this power up. And yeah, I'll talk more about it in greater depth once I have more information, more strategies, as well as more info about the different stuff that is within the magic charm portion. Thank you very much for tuning in as usual. Remember to like and subscribe to see more. I'll see you guys again in my next video. Bye guys!